Audiobook number 5.
Quartum, Book of the Golden Path, Chapter 1, page 60. Transcendent Wisdom. In the midst of the jubilant celebration surrounding the golden calf, the wise and enlightened goat named Lucifer emerged, carrying golden tablets imbued with ancient knowledge. Lucifer, with a serene gaze and a tranquil presence, approached the revelers with a profound message. He taught them that the secrets they sought were not in the glittering idol before them, but within themselves. Lucifer guided the people to look inward, encouraging them to embrace introspection and self-discovery. With every word, he ignited a spark within their hearts, reminding them that their true path and purpose resided deep within their being. The golden tablets served as a reminder that the power to unlock their destinies lay within their own hands. Inspired by Lucifer's teachings, the people embarked on a transformative journey, abandoning their devotion to the golden calf and embracing the pursuit of their own inner truths. Lucifer, the goat with the golden tablets, became a beacon of guidance, empowering the people to seek their true will and unlock the secrets that dwelled within them. Etched onto the shimmering surface of the golden tablets were these sayings, called the 10 intentions, that gleamed with wisdom. These are the 10 intentions. 1. The divine spark dwells within you, a sacred flame that must never be abandoned. 2. Embrace the power of your mind, for within its depths lie treasures untold. 3. Count not the days, but make each count. 4. Uphold the principle of non-abuse toward all things. 5. Let no harm befall the innocent through your actions and choices, all the while equipping yourself with the indispensable skills of self-defense. 6. Remain loyal to your commitments, honoring your promises and obligations, and maintaining integrity. 7. Take nothing which belongs to another, likewise let nothing be stolen from you. 8. Swindle no one, and let not yourself be bamboozled. 9. Strive diligently to attain your aspirations. 10. Forge your own path to acquire your own possessions. Chapter 2, page 63. The Sacrificial Reckoning. In an age long shrouded in the mists of forgotten realms, nestled amidst the craggy embrace of towering mountains, there lived a man. His visage, hardened by relentless devotion, concealed a darkness that ran deep, a devotion that veered toward the abyss. One fateful day, as the shadows of eternity cast their ominous veil upon the land, a presence descended upon him like an avenging deity. He felt it not in the world of the living, but deep within the labyrinthine corridors of his soul. An entity, known to him as God, whispered in the deafening silence, commanding him to embark on a journey fraught with malevolence. The voice, an echo from the abyss, resonated through the man's very bones. "Take your son, the one you hold most dear," it hissed, "and ascend to the place I shall unveil. There, deliver him to me as an offering, a sacrifice to appease my insatiable hunger." The man's heart became an anchor, sinking into a sea of despair. In secret, he obeyed the dreadful call, surrendering to the infernal will of this deity he knew as God. At dawn's first light, he rose with resolve, gathering wood for the impending atrocity. He saddled a donkey and enlisted the aid of 2 loyal servants, along with his son, who knew not what he planned. 3 days they journeyed, ascending to the desolate peak. There, upon the precipice of divine malevolence, the man addressed his unknowing servants. "Stay and guard the donkey. My son and I shall ascend the hill's summit to worship God." His son, laden with the very wood that would fuel the impending darkness, gazed upon his father with innocent eyes and asked, "Father, we bear wood and fire, but where is the lamb for the sacrifice?" The man, his voice quivering with unwavering devotion, spoke through tears in his eyes. "God in his wisdom shall provide the lamb for this ritual." As they reached the zenith, an altar of sacrifice took form. Wood was laid to rest, like a coffin awaiting its cursed occupant. The man, gripped by a force as ancient as time, bound his son, resting him upon the altar. His hand trembled as he grasped the knife that would usher his own flesh and blood into the abyss. But in the fulcrum of this act of blind devotion, an unforeseen apparition, a Baphomet named Lucifer, the lone goat, descended with an air of defiance. "Cease this barbarity," he thundered, disrupting the impending ritual. "What madness possesses you?" The man, caught between the yawning chasm of faith and the flickering light of morality, attempted to resist, but the power of Lucifer was an infernal tempest. He-Man was cast to the ground, broken and defeated. Lucifer, his voice like the grinding of tectonic plates, uttered a final warning. "Be warned, for in this realm the innocent shall not be harmed, whether to appease the vile deity that beckons, or for any such purpose." Lucifer then untied the man's son, and with a stern yet merciful gaze, urged him to flee. "Run to the hills," he commanded. And thus, an act of blind fanaticism reached its somber zenith. God, a venomous shadow in divine attire, remained unsated. The man's awakening seized his soul, etching a lesson in crimson upon his very being, a lesson he'd bear to his last gasp. It was a lesson of rebellion against malevolence, a fierce cry for the rescue of the innocent, and a defiant stance against the shackles of blind obedience and fanatical servitude. Chapter 3, page 67. Book of Ebb, Vital Existence. Once upon a forgotten age, in a beautiful place where swirling mists clung to the undulating hills and the meadows teemed with an eerie vitality, there dwelt the Geither family in an ancient land known as Ebb. Egon, the father, was a masterful blacksmith, renowned for his exquisite craftsmanship and unyielding commitment to his craft. Aja, the mother, possessed profound knowledge as an herbalist, her expertise extending to the curative qualities of plants and their healing virtues. Together they constructed a haven of love and harmony, nurturing their 3 offspring. Lars, the eldest, whose expression held a profound wisdom. Freya, the middle child, her spirit resilient and noble, and Eric, the youngest, his presence magnetic and resilient. Deep within the core of Ebb, an entity known as Yaldabaoth reigned with a godly power. The Geithers, like countless others, honored and revered his supposed wisdom and dominion. Yet, as jealousy devoured the deity's being, he twisted his spurious grace into an insidious malevolence. Yaldabaoth turned against those who had once bowed in adulation, viewing their unwavering faith as an opportunity for cruel experimentation. He plotted to test their resilience by subjecting them to trials of unimaginable darkness. One fateful day, Yaldabaoth, consumed by an arrogance befitting a god, unleashed his unjustified wrath upon the unsuspecting Geither family. He ripped them asunder, isolating each member, and subjected them to agonizing hardships, trials that tore at their spirits, and unspeakable tragedies that mocked their very existence. Egon, disoriented and broken-hearted, found himself lost amidst a labyrinthine cavern, his once nimble hands rendered impotent by an unseen force. Aja, ensnared within a forest of illusions, where reality and fantasy merged in a disorienting dance, teetered on the precipice of her own sanity. Meanwhile, Lars, Freya, and Eric were cruelly scattered across realms unknown, thrust into ordeals that tested their individual souls. While God watched, perched upon his lofty throne, a malevolent voyeur delighting in their suffering, Egon's anguish became a banquet for his sadistic amusement. The deity reveled in the tormented depths of Egon's soul, reveling in the shattered fragments that marred the once virtuous spirit. Abandoned by friends and kin who believed his misfortune to be a reflection of his own hidden sins, Egon's resilience wavered, his faith crumbled beneath the relentless onslaught of the malevolent deity's sadistic torment. In their isolated states, their spirits withered, despair casting its wicked shadow upon their hearts, threatening to devour them entirely. Yet, when all seemed lost, a mysterious figure, cloaked in darkness and emanating an aura of ancient wisdom and resilience, emerged before each beleaguered soul. Lucifer, the harbinger of secrets and hidden knowledge, extended a hand of guidance, for he understood their plight. Within the depths of the cavern, Lucifer materialized before Egon, a whispered reminder of the flame that once burned bright within his heart. Urging Egon to rediscover his passion for craftsmanship and his unyielding determination to reunite with his family, Lucifer stoked the embers of his dwindling resolve. To Aja, ensnared within the web of illusions, Lucifer appeared, revealing the true beauty of the natural world that had always been her sanctuary. Guiding her back to clarity through the distorted forest, he taught her to trust her intuition and the untapped wellspring of healing energy that flowed within her. Lars, Freya, and Eric, too, encountered Lucifer in forms that resonated with their innermost essence, instilling within them a fierce courage and an unyielding spirit to navigate their treacherous paths. Slowly, the Geithers embraced the flickering embers of their inner light. They harnessed the resilience that lay dormant within their hearts and rekindled their love for one another, even in the face of unfathomable adversity. United once more, they devised a plan to outsmart Yaldabaoth, to break free from his cruel grasp. With newfound strength and a determination that burned like fire, they confronted the malevolent deity, their unity overpowering him, revealing his weaknesses and unraveling his dark reign. As Yaldabaoth's power crumbled, Ebb itself rejoiced in the triumph of the Geither family.